Good morning, Roy. Hey, Roy. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Reza. Hey,
How are you?
you all right? Having a good time. How are things?
Light attendance today here, huh?
Sorry?
Light attendance here today, huh?
Yeah, I think it'll build up. It's still early. And really, we have finished the work. We'll see.
Mm. Hi, Megan. So, Yogesh, is RAS API discussed here or somewhere else?
No, RAS API is not discussed here, only tangentially.
Or which OCP forum discusses it?
RAS API has its own meeting. You can ask Shubhda. She can forward it to you.
Or do you go there?
Yeah, I lead the project.
Oh,
Nice.
you are.
Yeah. Drew is here. My co Hey, Drew. Reza was asking about RAS API.
I was just texting you, telling you I was having computer trouble. I don't know if you saw it. I got too many tabs open.
Yeah, I just saw it. Okay. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I mean, maybe we have a little light attendance today. I don't know. It's early and school started kind of stuff. But one thing I wanted to discuss was we are ready to ship this, publish it to contributions portal. But there was this zip file link that we received some feedback on about the schema, right? JSON schema that we have in the appendix. And I can share if you want. Let me just share it. Makes it easy to communicate that way. Drew, you must have seen what I'm talking about, right? All right, so sharing. Where is it? There you go. Now if you can see it. You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is FMF requirements, which we are about to push to the contributions. I think it's been reviewed in both project and steering committee. There was some feedback about this JSON schema, particularly this link is a little problematic because not everyone who accesses this file will have automatic access to this. They'll have to ask for permission, stuff like that. I was toying with the idea, and I sent a message to you also to earlier this week. Hey, can we insert a zip file here? And then I looked some more today, and Google says no, you cannot insert directly a zip file into the doc. So alternative is we can put an image of the folder structure and inline the code, because this is an appendix anyway, so it's all right. People can copy paste use it if they want to, or directly look at it. What do you guys think?
Can't we just make the link public?
I don't know, Drew. Probably we can, but what's the big problem with just inlining? Because I don't want to keep maintaining the links, when something happens, someone changes permissions and this and that. I want to do something which is all self-contained. That would be my preference.
Well, I was just thinking the least effort is to
I
make
mean, copying,
the link universally viewable and we're done.
well, for now, but then future link, something happens, files move, whatever. Yeah. But we can just just as easily paste the code here. I mean, we don't have to edit or anything. We just paste it. Keep the formatting, whatever.
Well,
How big is it?
Say again? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
How big is the example?
How big is the file? File size itself is like some 7 point some kilobytes. I looked at the code. I'll probably add 10 pages to this thing, but that's all appendix code. Doesn't really matter that much. It's like, let's see, 167 files. I don't know what's in the README. Yeah.
but I guess I still don't understand the problem of sharing a link, because if we maintain the schema, we can have show the, have the link updated so they get the latest schema and not a snapshot in time.
Okay, so you want your preferences strongly to share it. Okay. Well, then you want to take that AR to get it done?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. I don't mind doing it, but I mean, I'm not trying to be real hard-nosed about it. It's just that it's the least amount of work to make it viewable. And then if we make an update, it'll be shown.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Validate, share, approvals. Thing is, if the top level folder doesn't have available to everyone, then we'll have to pretty much put it in some share. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that.
The file, I'm working on it. Let me get there. I mean, Drive, you can share a file and within different permissions from its folder.
It doesn't have to follow the top level folder permission.
Well, that's more like how Unix and Windows work, but with with Google Drive, it inherits the permissions, but it can have different permissions if you explicitly give it different permissions.
Right. So what do you want to do? You want to make a separate folder for the schema, and because I see like there are like 3 versions of it already, 1.9, 1.0.
I'm getting there. I'm in the CPFM thing. Let me see. Yeah, I think, yeah, my proposal is we make a schema folder and share that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, let's just do that then. You're on it? I'll
I'm doing it if you want me to. I'm here now.
okay, yeah. It's just, yeah, so as soon as you get that done, then we can just send it away, I think. Is there anything else in the workflow that you noticed, Drew, that needs action?
I'm sorry.
Was there anything else other than that? So I'll assign this to you. Was there anything else in the workflow that needed action?
I don't know. I honestly haven't looked. I thought it was done. So, I'm sorry. I will go take a look.
Okay, yeah, so
I looked at the schemas too. I noticed there's a schemas.
Ivan, good morning. Breaking up for me, very bad. I don't know about
Because that
others.
link goes to version 0.9, which is not the newest version we had in there.
Yeah, so we're gonna make it link to a folder. But it looks
Because
like,
there is a version 1.0 to match the version 1.0 FMFM release.
yes. You're breaking up, yeah, there is a newer version. So if we, what I'm thinking is we have a schema folder and we link that and then people can see how it progressed. And if we put a 1.1 or a 2.0, they'll see it. Can you all hear me okay?
Yep, you're coming through fine.
Okay, I was worried it was me having the problem and not Heaven. So it says I don't have permission to move the files in OCP FMFM. That is interesting. Let me see.
That doesn't sound right. Let me try to fix it. I don't know if I can, but you should. Depends on which email. Maybe you're
My,
using email or you're using Open Compute.
I'm using my Gmail, so
Try Open Compute. That has all the accesses.
I don't think I've used my Open Compute. Let me.
Fix your Gmail also. And you probably have to refresh and try again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still move files. Should be.
Yes, I can now move it. Thank you.
All right. In the meantime, I'll take a look at the workflow if there's anything. I think today we should just close on this and push it, get it done with.
One question on the schema folder thing. For releases for any changes in the schema, are we going to keep the general access to that folder locked down so that people don't make edits to the public version of the schema that's incorporated into the spec? That's
Yes,
one thing that's okay.
I was going to give the world commenting access.
Yeah, you said anyone with the link should be able to access it, right?
Well, to comment, but not to edit.
To comment. Oh, I see.
We're not going to give them write access.
Right. Yeah, I specify. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, does that make sense to you, Sean?
Comment or do they need to be read until they've clicked through the OCP agreement stuff?
Not for this. This doesn't have a CLA associated with it. If it was a true specification, it might have.
Sorry, I interrupt. No, so Sean, Yeah, for this, Drew's right. There's no agreement signing required for, and everything is an open, basically. No restrictions.
Okay. Yeah, the comments probably fine.
Yeah. Hey, Drew, do you think work in progress docs is the right place for schemas folder? Or you want to take it one level above?
Oh, I can move it higher, sure.
Yeah, because we don't want to leave it in the, I mean, it will always be work in progress. So in a way
That was kind of actually my rationale, but I don't have a strong preference.
yeah, I think it's always going to be work in progress. So it's just a template kind of thing. That's fine. Just leave it there. We'll not, hopefully we'll not move it, because what happens is work in progress folder gets a lot more done. Let's start again, and we are working on HBM now, move everything to a different folder or start. Something like that happens a lot in work in progress. That was my thing. So
So I'm sorry, do you want me to move it?
I don't know, actually. Leave it for now. Well,
I mean, the general structure doesn't really matter too much as long because you're just sharing one folder out of it, right?
exactly. Yeah. That's
Mostly where I think that would.
That's the beauty of Google Docs.
yeah, yeah, if you're just sharing that folder and you move it, it still continue to be shared, right? And the link will be wrong, but by the time.
No, I think the link may stay the same.
You sure about that? Because I don't know. The thing is that this work in progress, someone, 6 months down the line might say, hey, we are working on HBM now, so I'm going to push all the DDR stuff into a different folder, push it in the like done folder, whatever. That was my concern. And by the time we forget that there's a link to this folder in, in the contribution. Maybe push it to a folder above and also add a note to like whatever name or something, do not move or whatever. So
Well, I don't think moving it changes the link. That's kind of my point.
if you're sure, then that's fine. I don't know that much about all this Google Drive, how that keeps the links and all that. So if you're sure, then that's fine. I will shut up.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it is linked to the old one. Let's see. All right. So I have fixed the link, and it goes straight to FMFM schemas. So if you all want to, someone wants to check it, you can double check my work.
Is someone to check as someone who doesn't have access. I mean, I can copy it and take it
Works
to
for me.
an account which doesn't have access. Then take it. Yeah, I'm trying it from a totally different non-Google kind of thing. Microsoft login account. Whatever. Let's see if it works. And it worked. Perfect. Oh no, that's because I still have Google login. Let me try.
I'm able to open it. Yeah, I didn't have access earlier.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Thanks, Simon.
And I guess the other thing you can do is go to an incognito window and paste the link, but that'll do it too.
Incognito still remembers your login,
I'm sorry.
Incognito mode remembers your login.
That's actually the beauty of it, is it usually doesn't.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah, I know a little about all these Google things. Yes, it does not, and it can access. So yeah, be good. Thank you.
Okay. So I mean, I don't know, that I like easy. That seemed easy.
All right, so let's see if there's. So let's close on this. Thank you. Anything else? Everyone, please browse through if there's any comment or anything hanging. Just right now would be time to fix it, because after this we'll not look at it again. Make a PDF and ship it.
I want to ask some questions actually. What's the difference between SFA and VSFA?
It's there's two types of analyzers. Ivan, you want to take that up? I mean, we went through a lot of details, length about all these, and this is all described in a section here too. If section 3 talks about what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Vendor specific system fault analyzer basically is what it stands
but
for.
I think BSFA and SFA are the same thing. I think.
No,
Yeah.
didn't they get split? It was like the one of them is the overall like everything together and one big slice, and then one is just like the CPU downstream specific bit.
So VSFA is kind of the top level wrapper, the green box. If you see figure 1, that's
Oh, you're right.
and SFA is whatever vendor specific component, CPU vendor, memory vendor, all those are, although DRAM vendor one, we're calling it DFA.
It's actually shown in the drawing too. The green box is the VSFA and the SFA is a blue box at the bottom.
Right.
Uh,
So we did not describe VSFA here, right? Did we?
oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I can see that.
I was just looking at figure 1, but
Yeah, figure 1 is fine, but we are explicitly talking about ERDDFA and SFA, but not VSFA. So it may not be bad to, I don't know.
There's one numbered description of it above the figure.
Is there VSFA too? I only see VSFA.
The item 3.
That's SFA, right, Sean? It's not VSFA. It doesn't.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you.
You can talk VSFA, add a sentence that says, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I don't want to further complicate it. Whatever you guys think, I'm fine with that. Actually, it's
okay, I'm gonna go. If while you guys sort this out, I'm fine with adding something or not. I'm not too worried about it, but
yeah.
I'm not being dismissive. I want to go take a look at you've got me worried, Yogesh, about the contributions and where they are. So I'm gonna go double check them while you all are working this out.
There was some feedback. One of them was this. So I think that like a couple of things only. I looked at it. So workspace September 6th is when she sent it. So your white paper workspace also has something to do, and then link expire. Yeah, my goal today was to just clear up everything about FMFM, get it over with really.
Okay, I'll work on that stuff too, but so and then I haven't done anything with the scenarios doc, but I think we need to like there's I think if we're going to make it better and more broadly usable, it would be helpful to have some pictures and it needs improvement. So I plan to work on that some, but I would welcome help.
Yeah, we can work on that, Drew. I can help you with that, but I think.
Well, let's get the contribution settled first. I was just saying that's another.
I want to come back to it, right? Yeah. So
I don't.
CFMFM contribution one.
So on the poison doc, all I see is I'm waiting for feedback.
So maybe you want to ping Jeff or Lisha, maybe Alicia better.
Okay, and I'm gonna go to the FMFM one and double check. I hate this link expired method. It's so painful. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, what you do is you get a link to your contribution and it's constantly expiring. And so
Yeah.
you just click send me a new link and then you have to check your email. So it's a little bit painful. So Where do you see that feedback?
I saw it in the workspace like 3-4 days ago. So I fixed one minor thing, and this was the last one, so we fixed that.
Here, I'm gonna share the workspace if you don't mind, and I mean, just so we're all on the same page, looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the workspace. Right, this is what you're talking about.
It's still coming on my end. I don't see it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little slower than I expected.
Yeah, it came through. So yeah, that's the provide feedback.
Okay, so share steering committee feedback.
Yeah, so
I don't see any feedback. I mean, yeah, I'm open to it. I just don't see it.
I don't know where to look for it, but
And non-approved steering committee accept this contribution. So maybe,
so you go to the files tab to see that. Now scroll up. You go to August 28th.
this is all that's here.
No, in the comments box on the side. So scroll up.
Oh, I mean, this is when we presented it, so they didn't really start before that.
So 2 comments on August 29th. I see by Steve Mills. Number 1, TOC needs to be updated. Number 2, link is not public. Number 3, delete blank page. So I think I did update the TOC and deleted the blank page. I don't know.
I don't understand where you saw that. Did you get an email? Did we get an email from Alicia?
Let me share.
Yeah, I'm happy to stop sharing. I'll stop. And I'll let you share, you know, and it's not a big deal. I just
Yeah, no, that's fine.
didn't see it.
Yeah, that's fine. So you see here my screen, number 1, number 2, number 3. Did it come through?
Yeah, I am not seeing that.
Okay. So, well, it's all taken care of. Actually, deleted the, let's see, delete the blank page. I believe you're still seeing, no, this is the Poison doc. Delete the front blank page in the end. I believe that is done. And we took care of, thanks for taking care of that schema thing. Let's go to table of content, update it one more time, and we're done with this. If I break it, it's for you to fix. No, okay.
Oh,
Update.
don't just edits. Yeah, there you go. You suggest edits and then update the table. Heaven knows what's going to help or happen. You know, good luck. That looks like it.
Okay, so that's all. That was everything.
So I don't see it. It kind of bothers me. I don't see any of this, and so I'm going to need your help with the other docs here, Yogesh, because
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at those two, but you might want to ping Alicia why you're not seeing it. You're the one who actually you're here. You did not join it to the Microsoft email. That's why you're not seeing it. You have multiple logins. That's the issue. You're
No,
using Google. You see here, you did not join the Microsoft login. That's why you don't see it.
but when I joined the I did okay, I don't know how to join them, but I'm looking at it through my Microsoft account right now. That's what.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's okay. This one we're done with. And then let's talk about the poison and others separately. I don't want to.
Yeah.
wait, bore everyone with our
No, it's fine.
and stuff. So, folks, yeah, this is what I think Drew was trying to share with y'all. Here is the feedback from various participants, and these are the folks who have completed, provided feedback. I think this is where we had to say, okay, we took care of these. I can do that. It says action not started. Review the comments and download document in the chat section. And final. Okay. So yeah, saying download the document. Yeah, I think there's only 3 things. So okay.
Maybe one other nitpicky thing on the formatting, it looks like we have inconsistent line spacing across sections. Is that intentional, or does it all need to be 1.5? And is that also something you want to carry over to the bullet points?
It's not intentional.
Where at? Like here, kind of here, Sean?
So like if you look at, for example, problem statement versus goals, problem statement is like one point whatever line spacing, goals is 1.5. And that kind of alternates back and forth in sections.
I think, yeah, we do have those kind of issues. I think this looks better. What spacing is that? What do you guys think? Should we all make it all relaxed like that? Ah, man, this never ends. Yeah, I think that's the only section.
Well, yeah, it's not hard to change. It's yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, it looks a little nicer. Yeah, good catch, Sean.
Yeah. Since we did that, I don't know if anything got pushed into different pages because of that. I'll go ahead and refresh one more time. Okay. Is that all? Anyone else? Okay. Cool then. If there is nothing else, then we'll just stop staring at this. We're really getting tired of that. Okay, this is where we talk about the SFA, not before that. Okay.
Actually, maybe one other question is, what's the access for the fault management scenarios document if it's linked? Is that also world common?
Fault management, let me check. Oh, was it in work in progress? Drew?
I'm sorry.
For you saying scenarios or poison, Sean?
Oh, so I was looking through the rest of the stuff that's linked in this document. It's this the section 7 that links up to the scenario list. I don't think that's globally accessible. Do you guys want it to be, or is that just a reference if people care?
Which page is that?
Page, I don't know, it's section 7.
We have like a scenario table of contents doc that should be viewable.
Yeah.
I mean,
that link in
I'm not
section 7.
dismissing what you're saying, Sean, at all. I'm saying we should just make it.
This folder. Okay. Is it also in work in progress?
I mean, I don't know that anyone's gonna be like super, I really want to see just the index or whatever, but if we're trying to make everything in the document accessible so that they don't gripe about it, that might be another one.
Yep.
So This link document, sorry, on the scenarios tree, this link document is this one, just a list.
Yeah, so we want to make that viewable.
The list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a table of contents, all the scenarios. Maybe we don't want to yet. Maybe it needs work, but yeah, the goal of having this document was that you can say, I'm interested in some fault management scenarios, but I don't know what it's called. And you go to this doc and you see the list, and you go, oh, there's the one I want.
So what is the long-term plan for scenarios? Are we not going to contribute those?
I don't know. We created them so that we could speed up our contributions.
Yeah, so I don't know if you need to really give a link here. Maybe we can just say, because that link really doesn't, that document is just, yeah, there are a lot of scenarios. That's all it's saying. That's not really thing that is useful. So I'm okay with removing that link and saying, you know what, we'll contribute those scenarios or something.
Are we committing to that? Or like, are we going to just publish them as we finish them ourselves?
We can do that later. You know, we can say.
Okay.
So I'm saying delete this sentence.
Okay.
Okay, that's done. Thank you, Sean. You're being really. Then where else? CPER, you said something about CPER. Sorry. What was your next observation, Sean? Sorry.
I don't think I said another one, or if I did, I already forgot. It's early. I'm pre-coffee.
You said something about CPER, I believe, and I was still at that. Some CPER link or something you said. Was it about?
Oh, I apologize. I don't remember what I was talking about.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anyone else? Anything else? Different font here. So you intentionally want to keep this Arial font here, or make it same as everyone else? Just decided to make it same. I think that is it. Okay.
And I figured out you have to sign up to see the thing. So thank you everybody. Thank you for your patience. I know this is like pulling teeth. It really feels like that to me, but it's what we got to do to get this stuff out. So thank you. And Yogesh, I figured out how to. You have to join to see the feedback.
Right. You have to join it.
And I didn't join. I just kept doing the link. I didn't realize.
Drew has not joined. That's what I was showing. Right. Yep. Okay. Cool. So that is that about FMFM. So we create a PDF and send it to Alicia or upload to the workflow and say, hey, this is all everything is. Hey, do we have I guess for this version, we don't need the revision history. This is the very first version. Maybe next one we'll add that. I don't get any more work right now. And
The template says you don't have to add it till the second version.
okay. And Drew, for your Poison doc, I think you have to pick up this whole thing, this thing, and add it to the footer, just like that. If you want, I can do it right now.
I can't see what you're doing, but I saw the feedback, so
Yeah, okay.
I'll work on that.
Yeah, just do it. You have a date in the footer. Do you want date in the footer?
It was just whatever was in the template I used when I started, because I didn't use an OCP. I was using it was a Word doc at the beginning. So go ahead and you can replace the date with the
Where's the date with the
340. It's fine.
yeah, so now.
So what they're telling us is we have to have a common the common Creative Commons mark in the doc. And it's totally not controversial with me. It's supposed to be a Creative Commons doc. So yeah. Our goal is for people to be able to use it.
Okay. What else? Done with this? What did we do with the glossary thing? I keep forgetting. So this glossary, is it also accessible?
Same with the OCP one in Appendix A. Yeah, that's anybody with the link can access.
Okay, great. Okay, so we're good. Okay, I'm just going to stop it right here, right now, if there are no objections. Make a PDF and send it to the release workflow stuff.
Cool. Ship it.
Oh, Sean, it sounded like you said something or broke up.
I said,
Ship.
oh, cool, ship it.
Whoa, oh, yeah. Hey, +1 to that.
Then we can move on to prototyping some stuff.
Yeah.
Just bear with me. I just wanted to go through all the pages just so we don't have any comment there which we missed or someone left it without leaving a comment about the comment. That we fixed and that we fixed. Okay, we're done. Thank you so much, everyone. This is great. Took us some work, but it's really great. Really enjoyed working on this. And I've been thinking about what do you guys think? I mean, of course, Drew already mentioned the scenarios thing we need to finish, but what is the next big thing we're going to achieve? or actually, what are the next big additions to this thing that we need to make?
Well, Roy and I were talking a month or two ago, and Roy, I have not forgotten our conversation, but one of the obvious things we need to do a prototype and try it out. But the other thing is there's HBM and LP memory that we need to have a plan for at some point. And so, Roy, I don't know what your thoughts are, but I would like to, you told me you had thoughts. I'd like to hear your latest thinking.
Yeah, no, I thought the exact same two things, and especially LP may have more kind of proprietary-ish because what a lot of SOCs or accelerators are going to be doing, because ECC is not there so much, they will be doing some sort of what they call, on-chip ECC, invent ECC, or whatever different names. And those are all proprietary implementations because, JEDEC, and correct me, folks who are closer to JEDEC here, but that's one area I've been thinking about too. HBM, I think, is more tightly specified by JEDEC, but LP by nature is kind of under-spacced in that area. So there's a lot of leeway for integrators.
So Roy, what do you think? What do you have thoughts?
Definitely the LP and HBM is so important for the data center application but the problem is what we found recently is the current SoC does not provide the valuable information during the field operation. That is what we found. So currently our SK Hynix trying to find something new by the modification of the SoC hardware. So it probably take time for a good feature, a good ROS feature. But at this moment, it's very hard to predict or take an action for the memory ROS as a memory ROS section for the HBM. So the probably sometimes later, Drew and I can bring the problem statement of the HBM devices. That would be a good start for this discussion.
Sounds good. So the action item is for you and I to work on that and come back. Is that what you're thinking?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to, if you're not talking a lot of proprietary stuff because of my freelance stuff status right now, but I'd like to be part of the conversations if that's okay, Drew.
Definitely. Anyone can discuss about it.
Yeah, but hey,
Go ahead.
between I want to take it back a little. Between LP and HBM, does everyone in the group think that we should go for HBM first? Is that bigger?
For our side, the HBM is more important. So, but it depends on everybody's opinion.
Yeah, my view, here's why I posed the question, Roy, right? Because I think HBM, I think LP will see a lot more deployment.
Mm-hmm.
Economics of it perspective. We'll see a lot more LP, especially the latest version of it, than HBM. I may be wrong, but HBM is just too expensive to see in that scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was my opinion. Obviously, for everyone.
So do you prefer we have to discuss the LPDDR memory first?
No, I'm asking, Roy. I'm not telling. Sorry.
I have no specific preference but both is okay. Basically, what I think is the LPDDR memory is very similar to the HBM devices in terms of the collection capability. In that terms, unlike the DDR5 and DDR4 system, the UE prediction is so limited in the case of the LPDDR. Likewise, the HBM also. So we have to make a new approach to manage in the field operation for both devices. Anyway, let's talk offline first. I can share what we found, and we can start. We can make some problem statement for the LPDDR and HBM system.
Yeah, and I'd really like to hear from folks from
basically very similar from each other.
And I guess maybe what we can do is Roy had showed me kind of a picture of what he was thinking and the differences between DDR, HBM, and LP in terms of where we're concerned. And so maybe we could summarize that and just have this discussion with the group here to figure out where we want to go. But Roy, you just had a very clear picture, and it stuck with me. I've thought about that the way you described it was really clear to me.
Okay.
So if we can come up with a description, kind of like you did, but make it publicly shareable. To just say here are the different pain points and here are the different things we need to work on for each memory technology.
Mhm.
then what we can do is prioritize those things and use that to figure out what we work on next.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, but it makes sense to me also. But what we found recently is that some features requires the modification of the hardware, not only on the firmware mode. So I'm not sure whether this discussion table is good for the hardware modification also.
I think that if it's, if it's not proprietary and we're saying we want to propose some things to JEDEC, I don't know what that process is. Are we proposing things to JEDEC? Are we proposing things to people making memory controllers? And then can we make those suggestions public or do they have to be proprietary?
Okay.
Like that's the kind of thing we have to figure out. I'd like to make it as public as we can because it's in our interest that everyone handles memory correctly. So
Right. That's our goal.
Thinking maybe we should take the same approach. Drive the requirements, what we need, and then it will naturally lead us to where if any changes are needed. Is it some kind of SOC vendor change, or is it a JEDEC change, or is it a DRAM vendor change, right?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I don't want to pre-decide, okay, we want to go and suggest changes on the JEDEC front or other areas, right? So looking forward to seeing your table and then have that discussion. Maybe we can add to it in terms of potential avenues for achieving what we think is a minimum baseline requirement for fault handling on that line item. And then maybe it's both, maybe it's one, maybe it's none. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it depends what the change is, but if we can help set a target, I think that would be great. I would personally see value in us getting to a place where there's better ability to deal with HBM in particular, because a lot of those deployments are more problematic, harder to repair, generally more difficult to deal with.
Well, and LP has, we just, I don't know if we have as many LP ones. LP has a bigger silent data corruption aspect. And I agree with you. And then we have these huge GPU, and I know, there are other accelerators out there that use HBM. And so HBM is hugely important for those. So yeah, I think I'd like to have that discussion as a group, but maybe, Roy and I can work with Yogesh and we can make a table and we can and then we can build on that in the group and talk about, what concerns us and where the pain is. And then based on that, figure out what things we want to work on next.
I want to ask about HBM actually, because I think it probably is more related to GPUs, right? But isn't there already some GPU, memory RAS handling already? Some other OCP project?
No, the GPU group is the GPU RAS at present is about basics. It's about, hey, if you get a poison TLP, you need to fail the operation. That's kind of the level we're at. We're not. It talks a little bit about if there's a JEDEC standard for a RAS feature on HBM, you should follow it. But the people in that meeting are not generally, and I'm in that meeting by the way, but they're not generally memory focused people. They're people that are GPU experts, and they're also people like me and Carlos Valen who are experienced with large scale GPU deployments and the pain points involved. So I think we could do the memory work here. It would be complementary, it wouldn't overlap at all.
Okay.
And if we do come up with requirements for something like GPU error handling, I can pass the. I wish that group are. I wish more of you could be there. I have to be really careful now. But I'm happy to make sure the two don't conflict. And if we, and like I don't think the people there are going to dispute the memory experts here. In fact, I'm sure they won't. Yeah, they'll be glad to have the memory experts helping.
Yeah, so maybe worth saying a couple of words about how all these groups are kind of playing together. Hardware fault management is like the overall overarching, which creates sense of creates common taxonomy and visions about the ecosystem for fault management efficiently in heterogeneous fleet in a vendor agnostic manner kind of thing. It creates the work streams to handle and tackle low-level different tasks. For example, FMFM for memory fault management, RAS API for interface definition. GPU RAS is also kind of a side thought after thought from FMFM. What they're looking at is a high level for the GPU systems. They also, refer to RAS API for interface. They also refer to FMFM for memory. So that way, HPE details are done here, but GPU and other systems in FMFM and HWFM in GPU RAS and debug and other forums.
I know, but they don't. There's not much reference to FMFM presently from the GPU, just because there's not a lot. There's a little bit, but that's because we don't have much on HBM, and that's the bigger concern. HBM and LP are a bigger deal. But but I agree with you, Yogesh. Like if we have something, then we would just make sure they refer to it, and they would do that because we know more about memory.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of common folks working on all these different forums, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no, we'll make sure that there's no huge disconnect, right?
That's right. And they're complementary, and if there is a conflict, we'll bring it up and get the groups to talk. But it's kind of nice that there hasn't been.
Actually, one other one too, in addition to those two memory technologies, I don't know if we want to talk about some of the FMFM stuff in the context of CXL devices. A lot of it's going to look similar. There's some peculiarities.
That's kind of interesting. I mean, the CXL folks have been better at RAS than most groups. But one thing that there are some poison error handling things that are concerned there that are a little bit special. When you, especially for CXL memory that can be shared across multiple hosts. There's some very interesting corner cases there.
Yeah.
The other thing that I would say is if like CXL is using DDR5, then I hope they would follow the FMFM spec. And so, we may need to figure out how to reach out to some of those CXL groups and say that we've, got the spec and we'd like them to gather the same data hosts do.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, right? So look at CXL, the two parts to it, right? One is link, one is the media. Media is going to be either DDR or one of the existing memories, right? And that's covered. Link is mostly going to be PCIe, but there are some addendums which are specific to CXL because of caching and memory errors and all that. I don't know if you really need to see that, but yeah, there's like some corner cases like you mentioned, but hopefully memory aspect of it is not too unique. Right.
There's also probably some configuration intersections with the description of what's needed for these tools and like how to get it. Like some of the configurations are, for example, you turn on memory compression on CXL and then getting the information that the analyzer says it needs if you want to be able to use it for like DDR4, DDR5.
Yeah, that broke up a little bit, Sean.
Oh, I was just saying, there's also some probably compatibility things with CXL and the definition that we said we need for information for these analyzers to function. So like
Yeah.
imagine, for example, some of the cases like CXL with memory compression enabled, having the mapping to get the information that maps these analyzers to what would be still needed to translate that back.
Yeah, and we kind of need that for every memory controller. You know, like that's kind of the system fault analyzer level work too. So there'll be some adaptation of whatever the data is that we collect, because we're not specifying the format. You know, that makes me think we should just go over this we should meet with some CXL group and go over this and
That would make sense.
and see how we can get them to collaborate with us on it. Because what we did is we know that like Intel and AMD capture memory data in a different format, and that's fine. It can be a different CPR with, you know, different registers, and you know the bits are packed different ways. But then when the memory vendors get it, it needs to be a little bit more consistent. And so there's an intermediate format, and so you get the CPR, you decode it into an intermediate format that the memory vendors can look at, and that's
that's totally fine as long as the setup is such that the information will be there for them to do it.
Yeah. Well, we need to work with the CXL folks to help them understand that, because it's a little bit counterintuitive that we don't care about the format itself of the logging. We care about the format of the decoding, you know. So anyway, yeah, I think if you could help point us to the right folks, you may have better visibility into who to talk to. There are a few folks at Google that are really involved in CXL, so maybe we could you know, start with them and then build from there.
That's
Let
awesome.
me see if I can grab it.
That, yeah. Hey, I just realized we're 5 minutes over. So great work, guys. Thanks again. And Drew, what's the plan? Looking forward to maybe 2 weeks. If it's doable, we'll bring either scenario or our initial analysis on next steps.
Yeah, I'll take a next pass at the scenario, and if folks have drawings of memory structures that they want to share in that doc, that would be great. Otherwise, I'll be doing some drawings that aren't nearly as good as yours, memory folks. But you know, I'll work on it some and have something to discuss. And then I think, you know, Roy, you and Yogesh and I should just plan a discussion in the next week or so, if that's okay.
Okay.
Are you going to be around?
Oh, pardon me?
Are you going to be available in the next week or so to chat?
Next week, this time, do you mean?
Just sometime. I mean, like, are you?
Yeah, I'm available.
You're available. Okay. Well, I'll send some times out, and we can find a time that works for both of us, or all 3 of us.
Cool. Thank you, Roy. And
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye
See ya.
now. See ya.